Oh yeah, I will.
You do?
Yeah, I have ups and downs. I think. I feel like you'll get up for events, come down, get ups for events, come down. Yeah.
What do you think, Matt? For you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I try to stay even keeled. Like I try to stay even keeled during the events, and for a long time, I was trying to stay even keeled after the events as well. So like most of my event wins, I just hit the finish line and don't walk off, because I took the mentality of if I'm not going to pout after a bad event finish, why should I celebrate after a good one? And so like a lot of my like highlight reels of event wins, I'm just like walking across the finish line, don't even put my hands up, anything like that. But then I realized like, no, I earned this. Like, so I wanted to have some excitement around it. But like there's events like the one rep clean event where it was just one person going at a time on the platform, whole crowd. And like, it was a great battle between like Panchek and I. Like I've never had adrenaline like that. But there's a time and a place for it. I try not to get overexcited. If it's a longer workout, just try not to dump that adrenaline in round one. You're waiting until the end of the third round, beginning of the fourth to like be like, all right, let's fucking go. Let's put down the pedal. Because that's when it matters. Who cares who wins round one? I'm trying to win the event. I don't care how I get it. So trying to conserve and be smart with when you put that pedal down and try to dominate. But yeah, there's definitely adrenaline. It's hard not to when you're standing in front of 10,000 people and like
I don't mean that there's not
adrenaline.
I just mean the dump that's like so obvious in fights. Like you see guys come out in the first minute, like especially new guys to the UFC or just new guys, the first time you see them fight in a boxing ring or something, or like when I'm trying to figure out, Meerkat fought that guy.
I'm sure that just comes with like familiarity of like, right. Because when that adrenaline dumps and you're like, okay, I am pacing this correctly. This feels super easy. I feel super energetic. And then that adrenaline, trickles away and you're like, oh fuck. Now that wasn't a good pace. That wasn't the right effort. Now I'm screwed. So I'm sure like if it comes with beginners a lot, I'm sure that's just with the familiarity of it.
Yeah, I think what you're talking about is more kind of like what Jason Kalipa kind of always got caught up in, right? Where he'd come out really hot and then he would implode a little bit on a lot of, not all workouts. Obviously, the guy's he's a legend in the sport of CrossFit, but he had that was kind of what he was known for, right?
Yeah,
coming out a little hot.
Yeah.
Is that an adrenaline dump or is that just exhaustion? Like he spent too much energy too quick?
I would say he was a little too excited, too fired up, having too much adrenaline, and then came out way too hot where he wasn't able to control that like first round, right? Where I think is most of us got older and more experienced in the after our first year or so. We had that knowledge.
We're pups.
Just stop spring chicken, baby, spring chicken. You know what I mean? But just had that knowledge of like, hey, I know I need to throttle back off the bat. I know I need to. And understand that I have a lot of adrenaline, especially that first event, right? The first event of the CrossFit Games was probably where you saw it the most, especially in runs.
Fucking loved it.
Where you'd have like the runs.
Those were crazy.
Yeah, the beach runs or the
you tuck in behind a rookie. Come on, man. Come on, we can go. We can go. Put the pedal down. Get him to burn out.
Like, what they say that first five? Was it the 17 games that run swim where?
The first mile was like a 5:24.
Dude, I think our first 400 was a sub 60. Is what people were saying that front group. It was crazy. I definitely got caught up in that for some reason. I have no idea why I let it. I did that workout so many times before that game, and my time would have been the best time. And I ran my paces. I ran a 6-minute mile on the first one, did the swim, and then ran a 6:18 or something on the back end, and it would have been the fastest time. And if I would have done that, I probably could have been the same way. The swim was a little long that year. I feel like it
was way long.
Yeah, dude, it was a little weird.
The first buoy drifted way off.
Yeah, and it was gray and cloudy and rainy, so it was kind of hard to see anyways. But I just remember getting in the water and I couldn't breathe because I'd ran so hard, which was just me being a dummy,
Yeah, I mean with that too. Like kind of what you talked about, like you did that workout prior to. I stopped doing full workouts prior to a competition years ago, because it was like every time I did it and I felt comfortable, I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good score. I'm going to do well in this, or I have the potential to do well. Then, you know, like my nerves come down, and then my willingness to suffer, that pain tolerance, just disappeared. And so it's like I would do that, like that workout as an example, I would do it in training and be like, okay, I know what my time is. I know how I feel. I'm comfortable in the fact that I know I can complete that swim at a good clip. And then as soon as I would do it in competition, like as soon as you get a side cramp, or as soon as your heart rate's a little bit higher than you remember last time, I would always like, oh, fuck, like this isn't good. Like something's going wrong. And then you panic even more. So I stopped doing workouts prior to, but it was that workout specifically. I got in behind Ricky and I made him run real fast.
Yeah, that front group came out hot. We came out hot, boys. It was ridiculous. I was just like, oh my God. I hit the water and I was like, I can't breathe at all. I'm like, this is bad. And I swallowed some of that lake water and I got sick. It was good.